Hi there. Hello. Welcome back. Glad you made it. Confetti, champagne, bursting everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Glad you made it. Welcome back. Glad you made it, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Welcome back. It's another So production. We're doing it on Friday, May the 3rd, 2024. Hope you're all doing well wherever you are. If it's your first time, buckle up, buckle down. Where can you find these videos? I'm glad you asked. You can find them on Instagram. Follow me there. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. For the full-length videos, check out patreon.com/RobSadri. If you'd like to physically, financially support the show, if that's your thing, if that gets you going, if you'd like to support shows from the ground up, that grassroots shit, then you go to patreon.com/RobSadri. Otherwise, enjoy the entire catalog. It's on there. The YouTubes, check it out. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you don't have a friend, if you don't have a family, now is the time to watch a trailer. That's right, maybe like bike riders or the people who, I forget, is it Bike Riders? Starring Tom Hardy? What? You want to join a biker gang and leave your family behind so you can tell them, your new friends, your new family, you can tell them about, glad you made it? You want to trade in the family for a pack of cigarettes, carton of milk, a leather jacket, some patches and some tattoos, and a good old time with the boys? Just drinking some cold ones, talking about the next episode that's gonna drop, while you're watching all the ones that have just dropped. Do that. Join a gang. But make it like, or like put an application. Like don't just be all like, I can't join gangs. Gangs are hard to join. I don't have any biker gangs are that's, if you want, you could just try it, and then tell everybody while you're on the bikes, while you're on the choppers, on the Harley Davidsons with leather and patches and fucking gats, just gats tucked into your jeans, and your hair is blown in the wind and mosquitoes are flying in between your teeth. Living life on the edge, but also edging while living life on the edge. So you're about to come, son, lady, because you're in a biker gang now. Shit, so it got me excited. I watched the trailer for that movie and I can't wait to watch the full thing. So if you're thinking of joining a biker gang, it's spring, it's summertime, grow out your chest hair, get your sewing kit ready, because you go from 1 minute you're a prospect, next thing you know, I don't know what other things, I don't know the levels of biker gangs, but from prospect to patched up member, hey, you start by bringing in coffee, sweeping up the old clubhouse, making sure the boys, when the boys and the gals come back from the rides, and there's biker club activities happening at the biker club, which focuses only nothing else, only specifically on bikes and clubbing. This is nothing other than just a bike club. That's what you tell each other. But the main important thing is now you have a family. You're welcome. Now you have a leather patched family that rides dirty. Don't let them try to catch you riding dirty, Lord. Boys and girls, ladies and gents, thank you for joining me. It's Friday. Loose as a goose. Oh, we're about to get it popping now. We're about to get it popping in this bitch. Get it going there, would ya? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I've been thinking about a lot of things this Friday. We're gonna have some fun, some activities that I thought it involves sports, because you like sports, don't you? You like staying fit, don't you? You like to stay wet, don't you? That's why everybody loves water polo. But I said to myself, I was thinking, I'm like, everybody loves water polo, but what else do people like? And I did a lot of research out there. I went and spoke with the people on the streets. I flew overseas. Then I took ships back, because I didn't want to just fly over to some place and then just fly back. I wanted to go via air, but then via boat, via steamboat, via paddle boat, via them little swans that's got paddles in it. And all over the oceans. I'm in a little swan with paddles, just fucking dehydrated as fuck. Can't wait to get back to the shore to spread the news, because I came up with an idea it's gonna blow your fucking minds. That's because that's what it is, baby. We're about to blow minds here. You ready, motherfuckers? You ready? You ready to get it on, motherfuckers? You ready to get it on then? Let's get it going. You like water polo, right? And you like what? Mud. You like mud in your life. Oh, everybody likes to get a little sloppy, a little messy, little just, what is it? A little bit of dirt. But is it even dirty? It's not. So that's why I decided to combine the sport of water polo, but extract the water, add mud in the pool. Now we got mud polo. Mud polo. Say it with me, fam. Mud polo. Leave a comment if you want to see these leagues being created. So you get in a pool, right? We get in a pool, but only in the shallow, and we only play in the shallow end, because I think if we fill the entire pool where it's on the deep end, you're swimming in mud, people could die. We could also do that if you like to see people almost die whilst playing the most extreme of sports, mud polo. Mud polo brought to you by Extreme Drinks manufacturers, Mud Polo. We could replace extreme with any other word, really. It just needs to be a sports drink, one of those colored drinks. One of those colored drinks for people who sweat and color, for people who sweat and need potassium, sodium, all sorts of juices. Let's get it going. But the mud polo, that's what it is. So imagine you, instead of swimming in a swimming pool filled with water, swimming and just struggling in mud, females wearing nothing but the skimpiest of Brazilian swimwear, which are the skimpiest of swimwears, which we're a fan of here. If you don't like Brazilian swimwear on ladies, you can fucking take a hike, motherfuckers. I don't know, I just got a little bit, because I fucking love bikinis that are just teeny tiny. They're barely even bikinis, but we like them. And it's spring, it's summertime, it's happening. Tits are going out on the streets once again. So shout out to the ladies who are now working and fucking, you know what it is, working out and gear, putting it out there while doing a little bit of cardio. Look at me, but don't look at me. Get away, but stay close. Look at these pups, but don't look at these pups. Look at that ass, but don't look at this ass, because I'm working on my quads right now. I'm working on these glutes. Do not look at this ass, but look at this ass. Take a look at these pups right there, but don't look at these pups, because I'm out working out a woman. Shout out to the ladies, but that's what it is. I'm just saying, ladies and gents, we could have mud polo, the most exciting sporting event, right after UFC, dude. Right after you finish UFC, adrenaline is fucking right there. Right after you just calm down a little bit by watching perhaps another extreme bare knuckle boxing's your shit. Well, after that's over 3 a.m. and you're jonesing 4:15 in the morning, what else am I gonna watch? Mud polo. Oh, brought to you by the most extreme sponsors out there. We want the most extreme sponsor, because this is an extreme sport. Extreme razors for your shaving needs. Extreme pills for whatever you need whatever imbalance you happen to have, and we all have a little some. Let's get an extreme pill who can sponsor it and get your dick hard, but also fucking grow a little patch of hair on your back at the same time. Why not? Friday again. Mud polo. Spread the news. I want teams. I want leagues. I want people who are ex-rugby players. Ex-people who used to fucking fight a kangaroo. Ex-people who used to climb trees but are now finding themselves having to relocate because we had to cut down a few trees for the housing projects. What? If you're extreme, maybe you're underground. Son, it's time to pop that head out the underground. Let's go. There's a sport out there for you. Mud polo. Mud polo. Mud polo. It's so extreme. Get you going and everybody loves it. Drive your cars and watch mud polo at the stadium. Mud polo. It's extreme. Fucking dude, I'm getting goosebumps. just might be a little bit of rabies, but nonetheless, goosebumps are always welcome. Ladies and gents, it's Friday. All I'm saying is mud polo is the next best thing. Get on board, shout it out. If you got a pool, empty it out, fill it up with mud. Let's get a couple of bikinis in there, toss it around a ball, struggling to score. So refreshing, that coffee right there in the gut. That's where I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you are like your boy, if you're like your mans and I'm like you, which means you're like me and I'm like you, so we're all like the same basically. One and the same basically. Just different little, the recipe, the ingredients are all the same. It's just a little pinch of this, a little pinch of that. Someone's got a little bit more, someone's got a little bit less. Someone's got a little bit extra, someone's got something else. It's all the same. What I'm trying to say is that we all like the same things, more or less. And everybody loves Korean barbecue. Everybody loves Korean barbecue, or hibachi, some might call it. Just not quite Korean barbecue, but it's the same concept. When you get up with yourself, your family, your friends, and you go to a place and it's Korean barbecue time, and you sit down and you're cooking. You're doing a cooking inside the joint where you select from a menu of meats. You like the meats? White meats? You like white meats? You like dark meats? That's where you come to get your meat supply, son. You go to Korean barbecue, now you're cooking. There's a grill. And everybody, what's the most important thing that everybody loves about Korean barbecue? Is the fact that you're like, I never get a chance to make my own meals anymore. It's so difficult to make my own meals at home. I'm gonna get away from this oven in my kitchen and go sit down around another cooking device and cook in groups of people with other people who are also cooking with other people, which is nice, because then you have a little bit of a cook-off. Subconsciously or consciously, there is a cook-off in all Korean barbecue joints, because there are people that get in there that want to cook for themselves. You see them fucking putting in the steak and then right in your mouth. There are people who are feeders. There are people who like to feed other people. Your boy might be one of them. If I'm cooking at the Korean barbecue, I like to feed you. I like to fucking get in your face and just put like a little mama bird, just fucking saliva-filled beef, chew it up and but that's my point. Everybody loves Korean barbecue, but what if we had extreme Korean barbecue, even better than Korean barbecue and hibachis? What if we get the full entire package instead of just the cooking aspect, which you do there at the Korean barbecue? What if somebody came, what if the entire experience was just, what if you called someplace, a Korean barbecue joint or a hibachi joint, somebody drove to your place, they came to your place, maybe gave you a little pre-drink, maybe picked out an outfit for you, maybe just, stripped you down, make sure maybe they undressed you and then they pick an outfit for you, they dress you, and they put you, they put you over their shoulder like a limp rug, like a limp rug that a Middle Eastern rug salesman might put over their shoulder, and carries you over to the car and slams you right in the back seat, buckles you in with a nice seat belt, drives you to the joint, arrives in the park, parks the car, unbuckles the seatbelt at the back, puts you back on his shoulder, takes you inside the Korean barbecue, just slams your ass on the seat, sits you down, starts cooking, selects the meat that you're gonna have, cooks it, chews it for you, chews it thoroughly, and you can ask how much, do you want it well chewed or just a little bit like over easy chewed, whatever you like, we got it. Spits it in your mouth and then works the jaw muscle for you. So basically you're going for 3 hours and not doing anything, and somebody's doing it all for you. So it's like extreme Korean reverse barbecue. It's actually the opposite of Korea, because they do everything for you. They chew the food for you. They grab their hand and move your jaw so you're chewing even faster. And this goes on for 3 hours, and they make sure you swallow. So they're pouring water in your face, chewing for you, making sure you got a good fucking 75 pounds of meat inside your belly. And once 3 hours is up, they pick you up, they put you over their shoulders. First, they'll burp you like a little big baby. Crazy, because they'll do that. That's the kind of service we give. They'll burp you, and then they'll take you to the bathroom, and then they'll just, have you hunch over the toilet and just rub your back a little bit until everything uncomfortably loosens up inside you, and now you're shitting. And they watch you and they flush for you, and then they wipe you, and then they put you back in the car, and then they drive you back and undress you and maybe start fucking in front of you so you get in the mood because why watch porn to get yourself in the mood where you can have people do porn in front of you, and then it gets you going. Now you're fucking, and now you're tired, so you're like, what else is included in this service? Oh, it's everything. Now they're lighting a cigarette for you. Now it's one of those beautiful moments in life where somebody else lights a cigarette for you, moist with their mouth, and then puts it in your mouth, and now you're smoking before you go to sleep, and they tuck you in with a cigarette in your mouth, and then they leave. Extreme Korean barbecue in reverse. You're welcome, everybody. Making experiences much better. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Moving forward, I want everybody to stop wearing clothing items that are standing out or grabbing attention in terms of, for your safety, for everybody's because clothing doesn't have that much practicality to it. But I thought to myself, what if people are, for whatever odd reason, shouldn't you want to blend into your atmosphere and surrounding everybody? Shouldn't everybody want to blend into their atmosphere more so than they already are? Yes, we love blending in with our surroundings. Wow, what a great, of course, because we're all the same. How did you know we love blending into our surroundings, wearing this? We love blending in the surroundings, but how do we do it? Man, I'm glad you asked that important question. How do you blend into your surroundings? Well, you can't blend in with your clothing items sticking out like a sore thumb, like an infected penis or a really infected vagina, just oozing, pussing out, like a cherry, just oozing and popping and pus is coming. That's attracting attention. But what if you wanted to blend in? Why? It's always good to be prepared. You never know why. What if, just in case, God forbid, for whatever odd reason, you happen to have an intruder inside your place or inside any other building that you happen to be in? Always make sure, this is what I'm trying to propose right here. It's gonna fucking change the game of clothing, man. Are you ready for this? Let's get it going, motherfuckers. Blending in with your surroundings. Your clothing items should always include the color scheme of your milieu, of your room, of your residence, of your place of business. Hypothetically speaking, if you are dressed in all the colors of your surroundings, it's basically like camouflage. So basically we looked at nature in order to come, because we looked at nature. First of all, we're like, where are all the bugs? Half of them we can't even see because they're blending into the trees. Oh, is this a leaf or a bug? It's a bug. Oh, is this a tiger or a tree? It's a tiger. Well, you couldn't tell, could you? Because all tigers look like trees. And we took that technology from animals. We stole it right underneath from them. Oh, because they don't have any, man, what are you talking about? They don't have intellectual property. We can just take it from them. So they're out there camouflaging. I said to myself, these motherfuckers are, we gotta step ahead of the curve and step ahead of whatever it is. We gotta step ahead of it. We gotta get ahead of it. We gotta get around the corner of it. We gotta get on top of this shit, because I can't have animals be the only ones blending into the surroundings and us humans not blending it. So from now on, I want all clothing items to be only built and designed with the notion of blending into your surroundings. So keep that in mind. From now on, I want, it really depends wherever you're living and whatever your interior is designed. Like if your surroundings are all white, from now on, I want you to wear all white. Next thing you know, intruder breaks into the house. Where is he? I can't see him. You're sitting right there on the fucking couch, man. Why? They can't see you because all your clothing items are white and you're blending in, fam. There you go. Oh, my room's got stripes. Wear all stripes, fam. Next thing you know, intruder inside your room. Where is he? Can't find him. Why? He's got stripes. Oh, you've no problem. Polka dots, you've designed your entire house with polka dots. Wear polka dot items all the time. They break into your house. Where is she? I can't see her anywhere. You're right there in front of her, just breathing right there, like you're like a little just foaming at the mouth, foaming with excitement, but they can't see it because you're what? Wearing all polka dots. It's great. You're welcome. Basically, I took the concept of camouflage, animals, nature, the human desire to blend in but also stand out, and that's why we did what we did. You're welcome. Clothing items that make you surround yourself with things that resemble you, and you resemble them, wherever you are. But do it today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're doing it Friday. I do have some. We're gonna take a little bit of a skirt. We're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna shimmy on to the next thing. I want you to brace yourself. Brace for landing. Brace for hard landing. Brace for soft to medium hard landing. Brace yourself. Breaking news. Earth-shattering news. Mind-altering news. New news. Developing news. Unfolding news. Unraveling news. New news. Earth-shattering news. News. Devastating, life-threatening news. Breaking news. What am I talking about? You ready? I hope you're sitting down. By the time this video reaches you, it's probably too late. No, wait. Let's do that again. By the time this video reaches you, you have plenty of time. But in about thousands of years from now, it might be too late. So, what am I talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, I was just reading an article, because I like reading articles. And I just found out that chimps, specifically orangutans, which are orangutans who happen to be tanned orangutans. The G is silent. No, wait, like lasagna. No, wait. G's move in silence like orangutans. Emphasize the G when it's not even there, orangutans. Like, orangutans are, what are they doing? Fucking scary shit. I was out there doing research in the nude, in the jungles. Which jungles? All of them, all the bush. Because I'm knee deep in the bush, son. You don't know about nothing about the bush until you're knee deep in it. It's just that fucking blood in, blood out, son. Once you go in the bush, you can't get out the bush, fam. I'm in the bush, neck deep. Can't breathe, I'm in my bush. In the jungles, doing research, observing, as an anthropologist. Okay, as a real fake anthropologist. As a real fake anthropologist. Fuck it, I'm just a person. Naked in the jungle observing chimps, chimpanzees, orangutans, watching them closely, and I'm just like, all right, let me blend in. You know, one day I'm sitting back to back, you know, just picking lice out of a orangutan. I'm having my lice picked up from my hair by an orangutan, fighting over bananas, peeling bananas, feeding them the bananas while I peel it. They're peeling bananas. And the bananas are like, oh God, this hurts so much. Could you peel any slower? And I'm all like, no, I like to take my time. Fucking take my time with that banana. Just slow down. The banana's screaming, oh my God, my skin, you're peeling. Screaming. But I don't give a fuck about vegetables and fruits, bitch. I'll sit down and peel an orange extremely slow. Just watch the citrus, aka orange life, just burst out of its skin and screaming, oh God, no, he's peeling my skin. I'm like, that's right, I'm about to indulge in eating some orange. Could you keep the skin intact? Could you peel it all in one go? Make sure the skin doesn't separate. And I'm just like tearing bits, just chunking it to the side. I don't give a fuck, dude, because I'm a bad boy, son. I'm a bad boy. You know, dating profiles say complete 100% for more matches, but bad boys only complete 65%. And I peel my fucking fruits without any consideration of how the fruit feels, bitch. Because we're in that type of mood today. Ladies and gents, I'm in the bush observing. Let's not get sidetracked for a second, okay? I'm in the bush observing animals, behaviors of animals, chimpanzees, orangutans. And next thing you know, while I'm feeding them, while I'm watching them mate, while I'm for hours, I'm watching these gorillas, these chimps, these orangutans just fucking, dude. They're fucking and they're fighting and they're biting and they're rubbing and tugging. And all of a sudden, a couple of the alpha males got in a little scuffle, got in a little tussle. Just a little scrappy poo between some alpha chimps. Going out, grabbing tails, beating chests, just gouging each other's eyes out, giving each other scratches, starting to bleed. It gets going, it gets rough, but ultimately, one got on top and mounted the other one, and it was declared for at least that week that we knew for that 1 week who alpha orangutan was. Richard, shout out. But that's the thing, and amidst all the fighting, they happen to pick up a couple of scratches, as I just mentioned before, and I'm just like, all right, this is regular animal behavior. I've seen this before. I've observed other animals as a real anthropologist whose interest is nothing more than just observing his surroundings, fucking just standing still. I don't care that you need help. I'm an anthropologist. What are we doing here? I'm just an observer. So I do that, right? I don't intervene. I might have handed a couple of sharp objects to the animals just to see if it gets a little bit more exciting. I might have asked a few local villagers to come by, place a couple of bets, maybe just to, but outside of that, a professional, real anthropologist. But what I noticed that was the most terrifying aspect of this story is that after the fight, after the accumulated scratches and bruises, these chimps, these orangutans go off to the side. I'm noticing them, they're picking up leaves specifically and chewing it and taking a little bit of that chewed up leaves and herbs that they found and rubbing it on their gash, rubbing it on their wounds. And I'm just like, whoa, what's going on, man? What's going on, dude? I mean, we heard of them doing sign language, throwing out gang signs. We heard of them putting food in the microwave. We've heard of them using, sleeping mats. We've heard of them, using bidets. We heard of, but now all of a sudden I'm just watching, and then a couple of days goes by, and this chimp, just orangutan, keeps chewing leaves and herbs and rubbing it on his wounds. And after a week, the wound was healed. And all of a sudden, I dropped my shit. I was in the middle of the bush, right? I'm dropping his shit. And it just occurred to me that these motherfuckers are evolving right before our eyes, or at least my eyes, because I was the only one there. Me and the few villagers who are real tight-knit at this point. Real tight-knit. I'm noticing these motherfuckers are evolving. They're using medicine. And I thought I should bring it to your attention that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are being attacked from at least two sides. At least one is the AI robots that are, you put a robot in a suitcase, you take the suitcase, you leave it on the floor, it self-assembles, and it's now, finger fucking you. Finger fucking you while doing backflips and just making you gasm out of your eye socket. We got AI robots who are taking over your job and finger fucking you and giving you gasms. You're recurring creaming out there, you're getting multiple gasms. Because the robots, they don't understand stop. They don't understand no. They don't understand no thanks. They don't have safe words. You got that on one side. The next thing you know, you got chimps who are now practicing medicine. This is, again, by the time this video reaches you, it might already be too late. You might have already seen signs in your neighborhood that orangutans are starting their own medical practices. Orangutans are starting their own herbal medicine huts. Orangutans are now giving back rubs. Orangutans are now doing acupuncture. Orangutans are now doing laser hair removal, man. It is happening way faster than we thought. Again, we have a limited time. In 5 years, motherfuckers, we're all gonna be overtaken by orangutans. If we don't act now, in 5 years from now, orangutans are gonna be the end of people and humanity. In 5 years exactly. And that's when I said to myself, I gotta do something. I didn't want to, when I got into this gig of being an anthropologist, I didn't set out to be a hero. I didn't set out to be some sort of, wildlife vigilante that goes and protects humanity from the wild. I didn't, you don't sign up for the shit that you're assigned to. You just get it in reverse. So the thing is, fam, I'm bringing you this news, but I'm also wanting you to take the fight to the forefront with me. This is where it starts. This is where it stops, rather. This is where it fucking stops, man. Animals getting access to self-medicating themselves. Should animals practice medicine? That is the big question today. That is the big fucking question. Should animals, should chimps, should monkeys get to practice medicine? Am I the only one who is freaking out over this? Should we be freaking out over this, man? Because animals practicing medicine, this is, again, one side you got AI chasing you. The other side you got animals who are now, using better tools than the ones they were, sign language, tools, herbs and medicine. When does it stop? Somebody's evolution needs to be stopped. We cannot trust these, chimps and orangutans with herbs and medicine. Next thing you know, man, it's on now. It is on now. We stop it, we nip it in the bud, remove all their herbs. Do not give them any more herbs. Make the jungles herbless. Take all the herbs for human need only. Do not let them drive. Do not give them typewriters. Do not encourage this sort of behavior. Do not give them old school bankers hats or hats that were green and they were visors, but they didn't have a top, but they were plastic and you could you see through. It was. Don't give them hats. Do not give them the old school sleeve holder uppers that bankers used to use on their sleeves, because their sleeves were kind of loose and they had these tiny little weird bracelets for their forearms or upper arms that held up their sleeve. Because we did things. Don't give it to them though. They're not ready. I personally am not ready for it. And where does it stop? It's chimpanzees, orangutans. One day, next thing you know, it's a little fucking rat just doing chemistry in your basement. I don't want to see this shit happening, fam. And I'm sorry that I had to bring it out like this. Perhaps not the kind of news that you were looking for, but that's the thing, man. I don't want no chickens going around and creating, Sudoku puzzles and selling it online, and next thing you know, friggin' zebras are putting up merch on Amazon, and it's just what is going on? It's too much. All right, take it easy there. So drop whatever you're doing, subscribe on the YouTube channel, and fuck animals practicing medicine. Say it with me, fuck animals practicing medicine. Because I know people who have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, put themselves and their families in debt just to get a little bit of prestige, just to get a little bit of status, just to make a couple of hundreds of thousands, and these chimps are just practicing medicine for free. Somebody's got to pay. I don't think so, son. Not on my watch. I love animals, you guys know that. But once you start stealing people's food, man, once you start going into realms where you just, you're tiptoeing in waters that are clearly already being tiptoed in, and it's just like, just putting it out there. So I want brave men and women to get into gear, and by that I mean remove your top, and perhaps let's start to collect bodies for just let's just huddle for a second, at least huddle, so we can figure this shit out together. But I believe there's, we've got time, and I believe we can deal with this together. I believe in us. Fuck these animals and their stupid medicine, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining me. It's Friday. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. I know that was a lot intense, I know. I was just wondering to myself, as a man wonders to himself, when it rains, when it pours, why don't more people piss themselves when it rains, when it pours, when it's raining? There's a rainstorm. Because that's the beauty of rain. When it rains, and if you don't happen to have an umbrella, you could actually piss yourself and nobody would notice because everything's wet now. You could just be walking down the street and it's raining, and if you don't have an umbrella, you could be letting loose. You could be whizzing yourself, man. You could be letting a little golden pipeline just run down your thighs. You could just out the badge. Nobody would notice, lady, because it's raining. But more people are not taking advantage of rain. I just want to put it out there. If you happen to be in some sort of tropical surrounding, if you're in a tropical environment, if it's like thunderstorms followed by rain and sunshine, enjoy the rain and sunshine. If I were in a tropical place where it rained, if I were in some sort of tropical rainforest, and this actually occurred to me while I was on my anthropology mission in the bush, because it rained and it went to sunny afterwards, right after. So I did that. When it rained, when it poured, I pissed myself and I let the sun dry it all up, and nobody was the wiser. In fact, that's when it hit me. I'm like, why won't more people do this? Why aren't more people doing this? But then I also kind of like freaked myself out, because I said to myself, well, if I just did it, if I'm doing it, what if others are doing it too? Perhaps people have already been doing it for thousands of years, and I'm just walking around, just not pissing myself when it rains, whilst everybody else is pissing themselves, enjoying the gifts of nature, pissing in rain, and I'm just holding it in, and everybody else around me is just pissed. So I thought to myself, when did it start? How did it start? And how come I didn't hear about this shit? Are you out there walking in the rain and pissing yourself? How long have you been doing it for? Write a comment. This is not the time to hide behind encryptions. This is not the time to be hiding behind, a wall. This is not the time to be playing hide and seek. This isn't the time to play a little bit of hopscotch. It's not the time to jump rope. This is not the time to get your friends, grab a yo-yo and play in the streets. This isn't the time to get a Y-shaped stick and roll a little disc down a hill. This isn't the time to play games that people used to play in the 50s and 40s when they were children. This is the time that we step up and really say what it is that we want. It's pissing in the rain. That's what we want. Or that's what we already have, because that's what we want. And if you want it, you got it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'll say this. It's easy to look at a blind person and, just be like, oh, look, that's a blind person, and kind of feel a little bit of, you might feel a little bit grateful if you see a blind person. You're like, oh, maybe they don't have the gift of sight. I feel grateful because I've got the gift of sight. You'll say that to yourself. But deep down inside, I do wonder about, I wonder if there are blind people out there who are wishing, deep down inside, just wishing for a massive blackout, just a massive, because that's when they will thrive. That's when blind people will fucking thrive and just start brailing through shit while you're bumping into things. Oh, my knee. Oh, I can't see anything. It's so dark. And there's a voice. Follow me. Fucking Gary's over there just brailing through. Like, follow me. And I can't see Gary. And he's like, how does it feel now, bitch? So I'm just wondering to myself, every time I do see a blind person, deep down inside, I'm just like, are they thinking one day I'm going to get up and there's going to be a blackout and everybody's going to be freaking out. I'm going to be, just getting on with my life, going through it, not being impacted. I think about that, and that makes me feel things that I've never felt before. I've had similar feelings, not going to lie to you, but it gets me thinking. What are their motives? You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, it's Friday. We're gathered here together. I hope that you are engaging in all sorts of activities out there. I hope you are squeezing toothpaste right into your toothbrush and shoving it in your mouth and just scrubbing your teeth. I hope that you are taking the time to lay on your back and relax a little bit and let your intestines and your abdominal muscle just relax. I hope you're farting in the comfort of your home. I hope that you are queefing into someone's mouth as I'm speaking to you. Maybe you're on the treadmill. Maybe you're thinking about queefing later on in the evening. You're on the treadmill. You no longer have to wait. Just let it out because you're on the treadmill, son. You can do anything that you set your mind to. Having said that, I'd like to bring it to everyone's attention that it's 2024, and last time that I checked, what year are we in? Oh, we're in 2024. That's right. Why are we still walking on regular sidewalks and regular streets? Regular paved sidewalks, regular streets. Just why? My point is, why is it all stationary? Last time that I checked, we've got the technology from the treadmills. We do have airports. Inside those airports, what do we have when we're trying to get to gate 31 in a quick jiff? Oh, you get on the travelator, son. The travelator, the horizontal conveyor belt that makes walking faster. Why don't we have travelators on sidewalks and on city streets? So when we're driving, when we're walking, we are getting to our destination quicker. We start with the sidewalks. Every sidewalk, starting tomorrow, call somebody in your local jurisdiction. Make a petition. Tell a neighbor. Next family dinner, bring it up. Contentious debate for the family, stationary sidewalks versus mobile sidewalks. Aren't you tired of just walking at regular pace? Don't you want life to be at least 2 times faster? Well, you can do that with the travelator. Imagine all sidewalks always moving extremely quickly because they're a conveyor belt that's horizontally placed on the ground for faster, better movement. Children, zooming on by, just getting to their destination. So you're like, oh, I gotta get this kid to school. Just find a fast-paced travelator and put your kid on the travelator. The next thing you know, in 2 to 3 minutes, your kid is at his or her school. Grandma needs to be dropped off at wherever, the mall, put her on the street. The streets are gonna get her there faster. Why? Because we're inventing the travelator street pavements. So instead of just using regular pavement, regular cement, regular, stationary, non-moving ground, essentially, non-moving sidewalks in city street, travelators are the way of the future. Sure, we might get there faster and we might pick up a couple of bumps and bruises along the way, but again, with the chimps on one side, with the AI robots on the other, I think we got to just speed it up a little bit more, just get people going. And that's the thing, if people are going a little bit faster, they don't have time for the little, because everybody's so busy with their shits. When you slow it down is when dilemma, because if you're busy going out there after your things, you don't have time to think about, oh, I gotta go protest over here. I gotta go, I gotta go wrap something around myself and put up a sign in my hand, go, because you're fast paced in a fast paced life. You got shit to do. Get on a conveyor belt, get to your destination, start working, and then finish work on the conveyor belt, back to home, 69, queefing because it's evening time. Next thing you know, you're having breakfast for dinner, ready to go the next day. Why? Because you're on a conveyor belt, son, and this shit is 2 times faster than regular speed. So please, instead of just taking the time to just stroll down leisurely, think about how much time you'd save if you were traveling faster. And imagine cars. Cars in the future will definitely be traveling on roads that also move simultaneously, because now we only have one thing that's moving. But what if the roads were moving too? How fucking great is that? Sure, we might have a few more accidents, but that's just that. You can't have breakfast without breaking a few dishes. That's what they say. That's what they fucking say about breakfast. And every morning, I know I'm gonna have a good day if I break a couple of dishes. And I know you go-getters out there feel the same way. I actually gotta go pick up some dishes because I've broke a couple the other day. But that's when I know things are moving well. That's when I know when life is just like, yes, go, do it. Doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Friday. We're here. We're stronger. We're faster. We're strength, same level. Faster, 2 times faster. And we're here together doing it. Wherever you are, I hope that you are fully gaping right now. I hope you are entering some sort of a gaping competition. I hope that you could see within yourself that you have more to offer to the world than just gaping in the underground. I hope that you could see that there is room for you out there to shine. Take your giant hole and surprise people by shoving the most massive objects up your rectum. This needs to be seen by the masses. Do not just hold that beautiful treasure of a gift to yourself. Do not be selfish with your talents. Gape, but gape internationally, gape continentally, gape from north to south, east to west, gape it, open yourself up and put a watermelon through your asshole and watch people be amazed. What kind of talents do you have? Extreme gapers. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, make sure that you are subscribing on the YouTube channel, of course, first and foremost. Tell your family, tell your friends. That's where you get the full-length videos. Follow me on Instagram if you happen to like these videos, if you like them in chopped up little pieces. And if you don't like it, do it anyway. Why? Because together we can fight something like cancer. Or right, okay, cancer's too big to fight. Okay, maybe like fucking toe fungi. We could easily take on toe fungi together. We could easily, you know, a bad bladder infection, we could take that shit on together. So follow me on Instagram if you like to fight a bad bladder infection. If you like to have the room temperature of your grandparents', you know, elder care facility just be on par with industry standards, go ahead and check out patreon.com/robsadri so we make sure that your grandparents are nice and cozy in their elderly care facilities. If you are, again, having a difficult time finding friends, family members who you could, you know, share this video with, once again, I'd like to remind you to watch the trailer for Bike Riders, I believe. Get excited about spring, summertime, and picking up a leather jacket for yourself, getting on a bike, abandoning your family, and chain smoking all the way from one coast to the other side of wherever the fuck you are right now. And I hope you're somewhere beautiful, and I know you are. For most of you are. So thank you for joining me once again. I'll be back here again on Wednesday. In the meantime, be good to yourselves. Thank you for coming in my life and letting me come in your life as well. Love you all. I'll see you next week. Peace out. Get out of here.